welcome to this week's video. My name is Lynda Gaiao. The transits are shifting into trait 43, which is breakthrough. What you have here is some type of inner knowing, and it's in the individual circuitry. So the knowing that comes through is really almost like a hearing. We often hear people talk about the third eye, but this is like the third ear. So it's like an inner ear, and you kind of hear something speaking inside your mind. And that inner hearing, that inner knowing, is something that comes through in a pulse. So there's a sudden or the spontaneous inner knowing that emerges. You can't really control the timing of this. There is this waiting of not knowing until there is a knowing. And the thing about knowing is that it's not necessarily backed up by facts, and that there can be a little bit of difficulty there, especially in our modern world. Everyone wants the facts, but the knowing that comes through here is an inner knowing. It's kind of a knowing without knowing why you know or how you know. But that inner knowing is going to bring this unique perspective through. And what happens here is the breakthrough is like that sudden, like, oh my goodness, I have this amazing insight here that if you invite me, if I have this invitation to share this individual and unique insight, I'm going to be able to translate this inner knowing into some kind of a structure, into some kind of a concept that I can share with you, that you are able to then use effectively in your life. So there's this type of efficiency that is part of this trait. It's how do we efficiently communicate that inner knowing, translate the inner knowing into something that can be used, that can be taken on. Now, there is a dynamic within design where the 43, which is the breakthroughs, is usually accompanied by the 23. They kind of go together in the wheel. So it's not common for someone to have the 43 on its own. Usually they do have the 23 as well. But without the 23, you don't have access to the communication, to the throat. So there can be some challenges or difficulty in getting it out, expressing it, being able to share it. Because these insights are so unique, they can really be light years ahead, kind of like so far outside of the collective norms, that unless there's that invitation, unless there's that resonance or that connection between you and the other person that you're sharing these insights with, your ideas can come across as a bit weird or really freakish or so far outside the box that they just don't know what to do with it. But as soon as you've got this recognition, this invitation, like, hey, can you tell me what you see here? What is your inner knowing? What are your insights that you can share with me? When that invitation is there and it feels correct and healthy for you, you are able to really share such amazing genius, like way out, far beyond what's in the norms. And these really light years ahead or genius insights can really help people to shift their perspective, to see a completely new way of doing things. And this is an amazing quality to have in your design and to bring to a team environment. There is a fear associated with this trait, and it's the fear of rejection. And what you can see here is, if you have all these amazing insights, all these I knows, but you are worried or fearful or anxious that they are going to be rejected, that you are not going to be able to share them, and that no one's going to listen to them, that they're not going to be accepted, this fear of rejection can show up. And whenever we have a pressure or a fear show up and we're acting from that place, we can become forceful in a sense. Like we just get desperate to share our inner insights with everyone around us, and that's when they're really not going to land, and that is when the rejection is going to show up. So if you can anchor into your design, you can follow your decision-making strategy and allow these beautiful moments of I know, of insights to come in, and get really proficient at your ability to communicate and distill this inner knowing's insight into a way that can be structured so that those that you are sharing it with it are able to receive it and are able to implement it in their life. So it's one, in some respects, one could say, is like, how can you make this practical? How can you deliver this in a way that's really going to land with the people that are inviting you to share your insights? When we're thinking about trait 43 of breakthrough within a team context or in a business environment, these are going to be people that think light years ahead. They are going to have very unique perspectives, really new ideas, and what these breakthroughs can do is actually move your team or your business forward in leaps and jumps. But these insights, they're kind of like seeds that need this fertile ground for them to be able to actually take hold, for them to put down roots and be accepted. And this is where the invitation or the acceptance, the recognition of someone's genius needs to be present in the team. Otherwise, if you're sharing your insights in the team and they don't land, it's going to kind of feel like you're hitting a brick wall. And there may even be this rejection or this outcasting because people just really don't get you. They just don't get the great insights that you bring to the team. So during this week, I'd encourage you to pay attention to what insights are showing up for you in your life and where is rejection showing up. Just seeing, the two spectrums of the same trait. So on the one side is the insights and the other side is the rejection. Where is this pressure to not feel rejected driving your behavior and potentially getting you into things that are not correct or things that are unhealthy for you? And where are you feeling invited to share your insights? And knowing that because this trait is individual, that there may be very long periods of not knowing. So I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, and then suddenly I know will come through. And can you have the patience and the ability to surrender to that timing, and knowing that when the right insight comes through, when the timing is right, the insight will come through, and when you connect to the correct people, you're going to be able to deliver that new idea, that new solution, that new perspective in a way that's really going to be able to take hold. One thing you may want to also have a look at is how clear, how well structured is your communication? What is your ability to share that unique knowing, that unique insight like? And if you feel that you're struggling here, this week could be a great week to really practice getting really clear with your communication style. I hope you enjoy the interesting insights that come through for you this week or not. And if you want to stay updated with when the next trait becomes active, please hit the subscribe button and you will get those notifications. Until next time, I hope you have an awesome week. Bye for now.